sports fans! Shalf is here, and it's time for another episode of ShoutStone. I'm bringing you a 3-on-3 shoutcast from a player I have casted a few times already. A couple of my earlier casts were from this player, a German player by the name of Sosmafia. So, I have another game from him that I wanted to bring to you all. So without any further ado, let's get to the action right now. This is a 3v3, kicking off abruptly with a fast shot into the corner here. We are watching this from Sosmafia's perspective, of course. The footage comes to us courtesy of his YouTube channel, with his okay, of course. Already a pretty good setup. Oh, it was a nice shot trying to get it from the side there. Unfortunately, the ball was already a little too far past to make any kind of good play on from that angle. So right now, this kind of 3v3, not a lot of coordination, so to say, in terms of, playing positions or anything like that. Ooh, that was a bad defensive clear. That ball could roll in. Oh, Sosmafia with a fantastic side swipe. Let's take another look at this goal. The ball cleared the wrong way by the blue team. Almost got it out of position, but Sosmafia redirects it back on the blue team and puts it in the net. Do we call it a net or just a goal? I refer to it as a net. I guess that's just kind of, carrying that sort of lingo forward here. Already Sosmafia trying to play a little bit of defensive positioning here. And a bunch of backflips. See, an aggressive orange team blew a very nice opportunity that Sosmafia had there to put that ball away. So right now, like I was saying, not a lot of coordination here. I think Sosmafia, this might just be kind of a pickup group, and in those cases it's mighty difficult to have any kind of real coordination, real, straightforward effort. But he's putting the ball into play. Oh, nearly set up for a goal, but unfortunately couldn't get there in time. Was a little in front of it. Another centered shot. Got to put it in there. Again, no luck. So Sosmafia drops back into a defensive position, clears the ball back. That's a goal, I think. Oh no, it's not a goal. Oh god, that's a heartbreaker. That's what that is. That ball looked like it was falling right into the lower right corner of the net, and it just did not go. That is tragic. Those heartbreaker near goals are probably the second worst thing in the game. Ooh, that looked like a decent aerial attempt, but some good defensive play by the blue team. Sosmafia comes up high, tries to get a good play on the ball, but it's going to be bouncing back into position. He's going to have to drop back to get into a better defensive spot. Oh, and a nice header by Mastahunti. Puts it away. Let's take another look at this goal. You can see he's going to come up and gets the boost, the header, puts it away. Very nice attempt to respond back to that earlier goal. And already Sosmafia trying to put some pressure on. Oh, and a great follow-through, but I don't think that's going to be enough to put it in there. It is not. The ball falls out of position. So right now, all 6 players are just fighting pretty aggressively for the ball here. Oh, and a great little clearance attempt there. A nice defensive stop by the blue team. Sosmafia tries to follow up on that play, but can't make it happen. Right now, they're kind of leaving their defensive position a little wide open here, this orange team. So they're having to play a little more reactively rather than proactively. And that's, I guess, par for the course when it comes to these types of games. So look at this setup. Oh, Sosmafia sets up and delivers his own goal. Let's watch this again. Comes in hard, sets it up high, and just pops it right into the net. Very nicely done. That puts the orange team up by a goal. Aerial shot came onto it a little straight. I think he was trying to get a bit of a side shot, but couldn't do it. Again, ball trying to get centered here. Sosmafia taps it in. 3-1 by this orange team. Very simple goal. Gives him the hat trick, and just a little tap puts it in the net. So this game could be all for this orange team. Again, Sosmafia moving in, trying to make a play on the ball. Blue team was not reacting fast enough. They kind of had to play it really hard there at the end to just nudge it out of position. Nice volley, gets the ball in the air. Tries to bicycle kick it out of play. Good defensive stop by the orange team. Sosmafia doing a bit of breakdancing. And a beautiful side swipe goal off of that. We're just going to get right straight back into play. No replay to watch on that. It was just a straightforward shot. You saw it. 4-1 now. This game might very well be out of reach for the blue team. But it's such a fast-paced game, it's really hard to tell. But I think even Sosmafia knows that the game is in the bag. Big destructive hit there. And another centered shot. But nobody there to answer. So when you get to this point in the game, you really got to decide, do you want to just start playing defensively? Do you want to keep the offensive pressure up, keep the blue team, or keep your opponents really from being able to make a move in? Another beautifully centered shot and a beautifully followed up goal. 5 goals in, all scored by Sosmafia. This is the second time he has set up his own goal, but that looked like it was going to be going in no matter if he hit it or one of his teammates. They were all in a great position there. But we are in the final few seconds, and we are done, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it. Sosmafia, in dominating fashion, takes 5 goals, plays spectacularly to give his team the win. You know, that's the kind of the way you have to play when you're doing those pickup threes. You can't rely on a lot of that early coordination. You can try, you know, you can use the text features, you can use the quick commands and things like that. But it doesn't always work out. You know, some people just want to do their own thing. Even when you have that coordination. You know, I was playing a game with some buddies last night, and even when you're on Skype and you're talking to one another, sometimes you see the ball and you just want to attack, even if you're supposed to be playing defense or goalie or whatever. But that's the beauty of the game. Sometimes the field's short enough where you can react, even when you drop the ball defensively, metaphorically speaking, and sometimes literally. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of ShoutStone. I'll be back again with another commentary / shoutcast, whatever term you prefer to use. And hopefully we will get some new features to our production. I've got a few games coming up in the pipeline that I'm going to be casting from a recent Rocket League tournament. So stick around for those. But until then, if you want to see your game shoutcasted here, make sure you send it to the email address in the description below, shoutstone@gkick.net. I would love to see them. But that is it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.